We are at COTA this weekend for my first ever WRL Endurance race. The race just started 2 hours ago. I'm gonna be driving very, very soon. So let's change into our new suit. So we're driving with Rapscallion and Team Sunoco. So we got surprised with brand new suits. And from this point forward, I'm gonna be rocking all the Simpson and Stilo gear. So we have a new Simpson suit. I've never had a branded suit before. So to finally have one, have all the partners on it, makes me feel special. Brand new Stilo ST5 helmet with their mirrored visor. And I have the hydration plug-in and we have the IMSA plug-in, which is super awesome. And the new DNA Simpson shoes. Feeling like a rock star. Wait for it, wait for it, wait for it. Surprise guest, surprise guest, surprise guest. We're in Texas, obviously because of COTA, and Evan is not that far. Oh yeah, and we had Reed in here. Dude, it's a party. So now that you see we have some people here, let's introduce you guys to the rest of our team. We have Nate Hamilton.
What's up?
We have Doug, the team owner of Rapscallion.
It's crazy to get
Doug, this was supposed to be a short clip.
It's never a short clip with you.
And we also have Adam LZ.
Hey.
Which he's actually in the middle of his stint right now that we discussed off for our rain delay.
Attention in the paddock, attention in the paddock. We are on a lightning hold here. The track has been in touch with the next.
I'm stintacular. I'm trying to do what I can, you know? I was out there, eyes on the prize. I just kept in the back of my head. I teased in my radio, Adam, whatever you do, I need you to just keep moving forward.
All right, I most definitely did not say that. For those wondering what an endurance race is, it's a long-term race. So I've been racing the rush cars, which are sprint races, which are by yourself, 30 minutes long. This is completely different. This is an 8-hour long race with 4 drivers driving 2 hours each. It's a collective team effort with organized and strategic pit stops for fuel, tires, for any mechanical issues, and swapping out drivers. But not only are we driving, we're doing a multi-class, which means there are multiple different sets of cars. I think we have 4 to 5 classes: GTO, GTU, GP2, GP3. So you're gonna have Miata, you're gonna have BMW, GT4 cars. And the pits are so cool to watch here. And because we're at COTA, this is an F1 track, so we get to utilize the actual garages that the F1 teams use and pit out of them. Which, coming from drifting, it's not like this at all. So it feels very special, and I'm very honored to be here. Just look at some of these setups. I'm filming on my GoPro, so I can't get a very good zoom, but you have the Aston Vantage GT4 car in there, and those cars are on track with us at the same time. So we need to keep our pace, try to pass cars in our class, while at the same time watching our mirrors so we can let the faster cars go by and avoid any racing incidents, any crashes, while keeping our pace. And they're coming by quite a lot because there's 90 cars on track, with our average pace right now in the rain being just around the 3-minute mark. But in the dry, it's about 2 minutes and 35 seconds, at least our team's pace. Which yesterday, we ended up qualifying in P4, which we started the roll race in, but since today's start, we're now in about position 10, but we still have 6 more hours of the race to go, and now we're just waiting for the lightning storm to pass so we can get back on track.
The worst of the weather is cleared itself out away from...
So I'm filming the entire video today on my new GoPro Hero 13. I'm filming on this because 1, it's raining and I need a waterproof camera, and 2, I have the new attachment for the GoPro that allows me to have an external mic. The new audio setup on the GoPro, I think you guys are really going to enjoy. So this whole thing is gonna be shot on this video. And I have the ultra wide angle lens, as you can tell, so I can film in any situation and make sure that I actually have everything covered. So let me know down below in the comments what you think of it, because I normally am filming on one of my other cameras and it's really difficult, especially in conditions like this. And with the new Hero 13, I can shoot up to 5.3K at 60 frames per second, which is what you're seeing now. And it has the all new Enduro battery that's 10% larger. So on days where I'm running around like crazy, I know that my GoPro is actually gonna have the battery life it needs to last throughout the day. And right now for the holidays, you guys can save 15% off on the Hero 13 by going to GoPro.com. You can get the camera for just $399, which is an amazing deal. I get a lot of questions all the time. What camera should I use? What should I be using? Honestly, the GoPro is my favorite because it's durable. I'm never scared it's gonna break. I can always just wipe the lens off and it looks great. And it's weatherproof. Hey, I haven't shown our car we're driving. You know more about the car than I do. Do you want to give us the walkthrough?
I can give us a quick little rundown. The 2.5 liter MZR engine. Yeah, so the MZR, so this is NA setup. So no turbos, just naturally aspirated. I think like 170 horsepower. It's a light chassis, light power, but we're paddle shifting. We've got traction control.
Yeah, it's a full-on race car. There's nothing about this that is really close to an actual Miata. We have a interesting style steering wheel, kind of similar to what we use in the Rush car.
It's like a GT style.
Yeah.
So the wheel's like a GT style. We're paddle shifting. There's actually no clutch in this car. So the transmission's out of a BMW, and they created this software that allows it to shift certain points, etc., etc.
An RX-8 diff, RX-8 brakes.
Yep. Huge tire and wheel package.
Yeah, we have a really big. So we have to run on a Continental. This is like a 275 or something.
Yeah, I think so actually.
I'm having Nate give us the rundown on the car. I'm like, wait, we don't really know too much about this car.
Let's do it. So 3rd gen Miata NC paddle shifts. We use a BMW 8 HP transmission, a 2.5 liter MZR engine. This one produces up close to 180 horsepower. We've got some aero on it, great suspension, SPL arms, everything's spherical. And the goal is just a very, very dialed in race car, general production class here in endurance racing. And that's the idea. It's the boys' first time running, so we're excited having them. And here we go, right? Multi-class racing.
He did way better than me at that.
Yeah, Nate was like, oh, it's got a 4-inch.
Yeah, the idea is also, am I still on? Am I going?
You're still on.
So the idea, guys, is a lot of people in general production cars are manuals, and in endurance racing, it's an 8-hour race. You will literally shift thousands and thousands of times. So the problem with the manual, you miss one heel toe, you miss one gear, it's over, the motor's blown, trans blown. So the idea for us is the paddle, the 8 HP. It's very similar to like a PDK or a DCT, just lower cost. It allows us to get in. We can tune the car can shift up for you. You downshift, you can short shift. The idea behind it is it takes away any heel toe. It's left foot brake, right foot throttle, and let's go.
So Adam has never done a multi-class race, although he probably has more racing experience than, maybe not Doug, but definitely me or Nate. So I'm really excited to see how Adam does this weekend.
Don't put the pressure on me, dude.
Well, I have
This is the most pressured event. We're like sharing a car. If we fuck up our teammates. Like,
for me, this is the least pressure of anything I've ever done. It's great.
Might have been your prediction.
Yeah.
DJ.
See?
CJ. Tell him, dude.
What?
No, I can't tell him that.
He loosely said, you know, Adam's got nothing to lose. He might go crazy.
No, but it's not even that I'm gonna go crazy. It's just there's no pressure.
Yeah.
There's no expectations for me to do well, other than maybe you saying this in this vlog.
I think it's the win for us is to finish the race. Literally, for us, finish the race.
Doug told me.
No, Doug said win.
He wants us to get there.
I mean, yeah, he's
Doug
like,
said he thinks there's a win first place.
Doug
he
said
thinks like we should win first place.
He said Rapscallion did 2023, they won. 2024, they won. 2022, they won. 2023, they won. 24, we're here, and he's like, good luck, boys.
He's like, oh, let's bring a bunch of YouTuber drifters in.
Try to win.
I think we're gonna do pretty well. I have pretty high expectations.
I think we will do.
I think we're gonna slay.
So you know what's good? When you don't have high expectations, you're always happy. When you have high expectations,
That is true.
you have the chance of being upset.
That is true.
That's why I'm saying if we finish the race, we win. We have an 8-hour endurance race. We have to just finish it.
That's why I kind of like this, because I feel like it takes the pressure off of me, and I can be like, come on, boys, pick up the slack, get the dub for us. So,
Yeah, but what if you're out there not holding it down and they call you in?
Yeah.
His face.
that would suck.
He's like, I gotta pee. You guys gotta see the back of the suit. So he's got his name, his number, his keep moving forward butt patch.
We all have matching suits. So big shout out to Rapscallion and big shout out to Sunoco, because obviously, as you can tell, we're driving here representing Sunoco and trying to put on a good face. So without them, it wouldn't be possible. So we're super, super appreciative of that, and hopefully we can do well for it.
Finish the race.
Yeah, so we're all still all very new to this. So endurance racing is definitely something that is out of the comfort zone, but I feel that we'll be able to put down some good results. All right, Mr. LZ.
Hello, buddy.
You're gonna go carry it.
Why are you so wet?
I was standing outside in the rain.
Why?
Because I wanted to show my features on my GoPro.
Oh, the rain vision.
I think you got another 20 laps in the car.
I got as many as you tell me to, boss.
Okay.
You got 5 minutes. You say go. Woo!
So Adam's gonna go back out, and then I'm gonna pick up after him. It's probably gonna be raining just a little bit. I'm gonna pull video from the car, but I'm gonna be in there for 2 hours. So I'm not just gonna include 2 hours of roll footage. Yeah. So I'll do my best to maybe highlight some of the clips or show a couple good laps to give you guys the vibe. And when I get out of the car, I'll give you guys the update on where we are sitting in position, because Nate Hamilton's gonna finish the race, 2 more hours, and hopefully if we finish in top 3 tonight, we can get a podium and a trophy.
This is great. TJ,
Hello.
you're next. TJ's next.
I do need to get a little work done before we get in the car.
For sure.
And the reason why we have a masseuse here is because when you're sitting in the car for 2 hours long just driving, your body gets very cramped up, and the most difficult thing that you end up facing is just all the fatigue that you get while being in the car. So it's really important to be as loose as possible and to work out all the knots. Yesterday after my 2-hour practice, my back was killing me. So having that here is super cool.
That's a clip.
All right, guys, so what I decided to do was just to film a voiceover. Unfortunately, we were having some issues with our audio on the camera, so I'm just going to do a complete voiceover of what we're watching together here. So it is extremely icy out there. One thing that you won't be able to tell because there isn't audio is all the throttle work that had to be done. It is slightly raining in this moment, and I'm in currently position 7. We ended up leaving the race, switching out for Nate in position 5, but I want you guys to notice, look at the cars on track. There goes a prototype car, and we have, this is a different class in front of us, the E92. That's a faster class, and I have slower guys behind me that are in our class. So you have to navigate this insane traffic while trying to hold position. And we are going so much slower than what we normally are because there isn't much grip. The camera is kind of skipping here, so I'm just going to do the best that I can and work with what we got. I also want to note that my ABS was not working during this hour. So this was hour like around 5 or 6 of the race, and ABS wasn't there. So on the big straight and coming into here, you had to slightly just kind of tap the pedal and push the pedal multiple times up and down, not up and down, but you had to essentially pump the brake so they didn't lock up. So here's 2 Miatas in front of us, and you can kind of just see on how much they actually step out. Now, there is a dry line, which if most of you guys, well, not most of you guys, but there's a line that you're supposed to take that some of you guys might know. Oh, and I go for a pass on the outside. That's crazy because look to the left, see, oh, there's water. I get in it. Okay, that makes sense. Let me auto stock back in there. You can see where it's damp. Where it's damp, it's like ice and oil. And then you can see there's kind of like a path that everyone's following that's considered the quote-unquote dry line. That's the water that's getting moved out of the way because all the cars. If you step out of that dry line, it is like ice. It is like driving over oil. So you could see there's U92 going around us, the smaller cars, the slower cars. Did an inside pass. Can I get the exit speed to pass this 48 Miata? It looks like I'm gonna get him down the main straight. So it's really about finding the pace to have a slow entry speed and a fast out. So coming down the front straight, we were stopping around the 100 in dry. In the wet, I was stopping around the 200, just feathering the brake, pumping, slowing my wheel speed down to get a slow exit with a fast entry. The rumble strips is going to upset the car a little bit, and you had to just go off throttle and coast. So here is an E46 sedan that is in our class. And watch this guy, you'll see how icy it is. And these rumble strips in the dry, we're going right over the rumble strips and just really just plowing through them. But right now, since there's water down, they are super icy. So you had to be very careful and very calculated. Oh, and look at that, he's gonna step out. I'm behind him probably just screaming right now like, whoa! It is so much fun. And I go for a pass on the inside over the rumble. I forgot I did that. That was super sick. And then I'm gonna do my best to get right online and to watch my mirrors for the faster cars. So right here, there's a downhill left turn, and I'm telling you, I'm glancing that left mirror, making sure there's not like a prototype car or a fast cup car that's gonna come shooting by. But it was essentially driving like this 100% of the time for an hour and a half, 2 hours, and you're just getting blown by. I think there's gonna be a Porsche cup car right here that just absolutely blows by. And it is such an absolute blast. Learning the racecraft, learning how to navigate traffic might look easy on camera, but when there's so much sensory happening, there is so much going on. It is so much to handle. So we caught back up to another E46. We got on brakes a little bit later and we were able to save some time. And I'm just gonna kind of nudge my way up to him, watch his line. It looks like he doesn't trust the car. He's taking a super wide line, which means he's probably lacking a little bit of grip. So I'm going to assume he's probably going to take the dry line on the outside right. So if I'm smart here, I'll take the inside. I go for the gamble, take the inside line. I'm going to have a slower out. Just exactly like that. I went a little bit wide, but it was worth the pass, and I'm going to do defensive moves to try to block him. And that was pretty much our race. It was so much fun. I obviously am not going to include 2 hours of footage for you guys to see, but I wanted to show you a little bit of what the inside footage was like.
I just got out of the car like 30 minutes ago. It took some time to get my energy back. We drove really well. Driving in the rain was one of the most terrifying but most fun things I've ever done. I gained us 3 positions, which got us into 4th place. But unfortunately, Adam had contact during his session under double yellow, which costed us 2 laps, which dropped us back to 7th place. Nate Hamilton is now finishing out the rest of the race, and I'm sitting in our pit section watching Nate's lap time and going over where we're sitting. So we're currently in 7th place. The track is drying up a little bit, so he's definitely getting some time for us. And there's 30 minutes left in this race, so let's see if Nate can do it. But to get podium, we need to jump 4 positions, so it's not looking too hot. Checkered flag, race is over. JC fell asleep during the race, but I didn't tell the boss. That was a lot of fun.
Good job, dude. Good job, boys.
Yeah, dude. Careful with the launch control.
It's got no
Careful
throttle.
with the launch control now.
All right, now that the race is over, I was like, I really want to go get a thumbnail. So I got the Shank Squad with me to come help me get one, which was really cool because they came out here and been hanging all day. And are you guys coming tomorrow?
Yeah.
Is this typical like cold Texas weather, or is this like
Very cold.
This is
This is unusually cold.
It's miserable. Oh God, my GoPro. Ah, it's raining. The weather all weekend has been raining, and it's like 45 out.
It's 42, feels like 38 right now.
42 feels like 38. Damn, that's crazy.
It's really cold.
Yeah, it was really difficult to get the tires hot.
It's really helping having the water go all over my bowels.
I know, we're all getting drenched right now. This is what makes a GoPro so good at the racetrack, because it doesn't matter. I don't have to worry about my camera getting destroyed. We tried getting pictures, but it was so difficult. We tried to come here in front of the tower, but the problem is my suit is so white, it looks like blown out compared to the actual car. You just tried to do a little donut.
Not gonna drift very well.
Oh gosh. Oh God.
So we're just gonna go over kind of what happened today, feedback on communication, go over a few notes on some aspects of the race, including leaving pits, entering pits, and just going over anything that we can improve on for tomorrow so we can go out and have a better result Sunday.
So tomorrow's race is completely separate. We ended up in P7 today, didn't get the podium. I think that we can get the podium. So tomorrow we restart. We'll probably end up around P7 when we do our roll start tomorrow.
I believe the times we might be P3 or P4.
Yeah, 'cause
based on the
Nate-
best lap time today.
Yeah, so they take your best lap time of the day, and that makes your position for tomorrow, which Nate, I think, was like P3 or so. So we're gonna go over everything today and apply it so we can do better tomorrow.
And keep moving forward.
Keep moving forward. Show them the butt patch.
Not sideways. We gotta add a little bit less oversteer, okay?
Well, we all were kind of oversteering.
Could we all agree that if the car was a little harder to turn in, but the rear end was tighter, that you would be happier? Or do you like how easy the car turns in and the rear end is loose?
I like more of the rear.
Correct.
I will
Now,
tell
Adam
you,
had an idea.
loose is fast.
As long as you can control it.
Which I have no doubt in my mind these three.
I feel like, let's just say right now, hypothetically, it's 70% oversteer, 30% understeer, which I think is more like 80-20. I would love 50-50. So we could induce understeer if we are too aggressive with input, or we can induce oversteer. Right now, it's like, it definitely wants to oversteer way more than
I would recommend either softening the bar or lowering the rear, because the biggest thing is we really only want to do one change, and a bar isn't a gigantic change, so it'll just help bounce it out a little bit. what you gotta remember too is, you know, go kind of off of how it was on Friday. Today it was piss and rain. Tomorrow it could go out first session. If we make some gigantic change and it doesn't work, we're stuck with it for 7 hours.
So with that being said, I would do the bar change because it's easier to undo. If you lower the car, then it's going to be hard.
I think we're already.
I just got back to the room. Your boy is so tired. I want to talk about a few things here. One, driving in a multi-class race with cars that are so much faster, driving with GT4 cars or GTO cars is such a rad experience. The team ambiance of all trying to set pace and work as a collective team to try to get the fastest amount of laps is really, really cool. And I'm still so new into this world, but I'm really enjoying the learning process of racecraft. And I feel like doing these endurance races, these WRL races, are really gonna transfer when the rush season at Grid Life starts again next year. Because in the rain today, the sheer chaos of everything, like going on to that, I was so scared going on track during the rain at this track, never driving the car in the rain, and just having to figure it out for the sake of the team because I didn't want to be that guy. And then gaining the team 3 positions was such a wild experience, and I'm just so grateful and really happy that I got to share this experience. If you guys like this video, let me know down below in the comment section. We're doing Vlogmas for those that don't know, but we're doing it on the Clips channel. I'm only going to include today's race in this video, but if you are interested, you're like, Teach, I want to see more. Well, on Monday, which is tomorrow, if this video goes out on Sunday, I'm going to be posting tomorrow's race and vlogging that for the Clips channel for a Vlogmas episode. So if you want to see more, don't worry, you can head over to the Clips channel, and by the time you're watching this or the next day, you'll see that episode, because tomorrow we are going for P3. Or if I totally spoil all of it and we end up on the podium, you best believe I'm posting that photo on Instagram, and it will, you know, you'll be like, oh, hey, they ended up doing it. But Rapscallion, Sunoco, huge major love and shout out for the opportunity to come and drive this, and I'm honored to drive with Adam and Nate and the owner of Rapscallion, Doug. Thank you guys for watching this video. I will see you guys very, very soon. Thank you so much for watching. Peace out and keep moving forward.